Hello, people, can you hear me? Hello, Tina, are you there? Okay, so people, just wait for our honorable guest. I think today we can do our best. No worry, just stay tuned with us.
Hey everyone, thanks for hosting us, Wise Crypto. Yeah, it's a real pleasure to be here. Yeah, I'm excited to tell you a little bit more about Thena today.
Yes, definitely. Thank you, sir. And so just wait 1 minute. Um, just wait 1 minute, sir, please. Okay, sir, are you ready?
Yeah, ready to go.
Okay, so welcome people, the Voice Crypto community. Today we're going to discuss more about the Theta, and also as you know, today it's going to be more attractive and also beautifully made with them and also us, because the innovation Theta as being a native liquidity layer of the BNB chain that is enabling value creations by opening the gates for new protocols that wish to solve the cold start liquidity problem. So, Sir Apollo, can you please introduce yourself first, and also then can say about your project and also what is actions in crypto?
Yeah, sure. So I'm gonna just start with myself. So I'm Apollo. I handle the marketing and operations at Thena. I have some background from DeFi before. I have been working for Liquid Driver before for about, let's say, 1.5 years, I think. And yeah, got some experience from various other industries, but I don't think we should get too deep into that today. I'm here to talk about Thena, which is a native liquidity layer and the next generation AMM on BNB Chain. It's a like decentralized exchange that uses best of Curve and UniV2 and I would say soon UniV3 and Balancer tech to kind of offer an optimal trading experience with low fees, low slippage, no BS, everything as simple as possible. And yeah, the point is to kind of offer the best possible DEX that we can. And yeah, we designed Thena to kind of be a protocol for protocols. So it's a composable liquidity layer, and the tokenomics around it are kind of crafted to enable this collaborative DEX in which like working together creates value, and it's an open, permissionless, and capital efficient incentive marketplace on top of that. And any protocol can tap into it as long as they are a legit protocol. They just need to whitelist their token and they can start incentivizing and scaling up their liquidity. So it's really a great thing for new protocols coming to BNB Chain, protocols that are launching on BNB Chain, or existing protocols that just want to reduce their cost. And for users, it's obviously a best place to trade on BNB. And yeah, we created Thena because we saw a gap in the market. There wasn't a protocol like this before. And as some of you may have been following other ecosystems like Optimism, where there's a velodrome that is kind of doing the same thing. And yeah, we saw that success, and we saw that BNB Chain didn't have something like this that truly worked, and that, yeah, offered this kind of an alternative to, let's say, traditional DEXs. So we started building it, and the result is now that we are number 2 DEX on BNB Chain and the number 1 community-owned DEX on BNB Chain, I would say. So we don't have anyone outside investors. We had fair launch, no VCs, and so on. So it's all us Thenians that are kind of taking this mission further. That's it.
Okay, sir. Thank you for describing all of your project. So as you said, like you're trying to make the gap between the this kind of protocol. So I think by resolving the basic shortcomings of the Solidity and also adding its own innovation, Tina tackles these difficulties and also delivers an attractive proposition. So that's all. Thank you, sir, for that. And also, I just want to know that is I can see you have some kind of collaboration with the BNB. So, can you say more about it? And also, why not you try to collaborate with others?
Yeah. So at Thena, collaboration is really at the heart of our mission. I'm just going to talk about that part first before going to BNB. So we believe that by working together, we can achieve much greater things instead of just, being competitors or something like that. So we try to bring all the projects on BNB Chain kind of together to create the future of DeFi. And what is that? That is better DeFi. That is something that is not centralized. That is something that normal users can benefit from. And yeah, we chose BNB Chain specifically because it was, the biggest blockchain that there is, not by, TVL, but by measuring the amount of active users. And I'm looking at the active wallets, and BNB Chain has been the number one in that regard. So that was one of the main factors that we considered. Also, we're talking about a secure, fast, scalable technology, which BNB Chain has. So it's really getting ready to kind of onboard those next 1 billion users. And it's not just a meme, they're actually doing that. There's new technology coming out, BNB Greenfield and ZK BNB. So the narrative right now is kind of bearish on BNB, but I think that's going to change really soon. And yeah, it's really the user base that sets BNB Chain apart. And we just love it. We have so many great users, and it's just the largest chain by that metric. And of course, also there's the Binance backing that also is very important and has to be considered. And on top of that, of course, we're tremendously inspired by CZ. We have the opportunity to help kind of millions of people to not be slaves to the traditional financial system, which is not fair or transparent, or you have seen the inflation and everything that has been going on. It's not pretty, and we want to kind of create a better future for finance and DeFi, and we're passionate about this mission. And yeah, we are thrilled to be doing that on BNB Chain.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of opportunities in the BNB, like their low cost and gas fees, and also they are very much scalable, high secure. So I think people can feel more security in if they collaborate with the BNB. So I think this Thena is being the native liquidity layer of the BNB chain that is enabling value like creations by opening the gates for the new protocols that wish to solve the cold start liquidity problem. And also, I think as well as for the establishment protocols looking for a long-term solution to reduce the cost is and also incentivize their liquidity pool. So I think that's why, as also Sir said, that's why they chose the BNB as a collaboration.
Yeah, definitely. We're seeing a lot of projects coming to BNB Chain now, and we have like a pipeline of more than 10 projects right now. It's getting crazy, but it's good to see. It's a great place to build.
Yes, definitely. So going to the next questions, like, could you please say me that is I saw your website or all of your social links that you mentioned, like Tina generate the passive income. So how do you do that actually? And also, is there any kind of staking for the holders' benefit?
Yeah, we have quite a few options actually to earn passive income on Thena. So what you can do is first, you can provide liquidity. That means you pair two crypto assets together and you stake them in a pool and you earn the tokens. And it's really simple. Like once you stake, you start earning right away and you can claim anytime. There's no lockup period for liquidity providers. You can unstake, you can stake at any time you want, and you are in control of those assets. That means we as a team have no kind of control over those. Uh, let's say you forget your seed phrase or you lose your like wallet. your money is gone forever because we cannot touch that. So at the same time, it offers security for the user, but at the same time, it's a huge responsibility to kind of manage your own keys and wallet. But that's one option. Then another option is when you earn the tokens, you can lock them into BET. It's an NFT that you lock them into, which means it gives you the possibility to sell it on OpenSea, which is already huge. So it's not really like you're locking those tokens forever and you never get them back. You can actually sell that position on OpenSea at any time, which is great. But the main value proposition comes from the fact that with that locked position, you can vote for different pools. And on Thena, the voters actually decide how many rewards each pool receives. So by voting for those pools, you decide which pool gets how many tokens, basically, for over the next week. And in return for voting, we reward you with the trading fees. So by voting for a pool, you earn the trading fees from that pool. And for some pools, there are actually additional rewards set by partner protocols, for example. Not all protocols are partners, but still, those are called bribes. So you also earn those bribes proportionate to your vote. So that's a great thing. And on top of those two things that you earn as a locker, you also earn weekly VET distribution, which is like a part of the emissions each week go to those lockers. So it's protecting you from inflation as well, on top of earning those trading fees and bribes. I hope that's not too complicated. And then on top of that, we have the NFT, which is basically, you have seen those AI generated art pieces maybe on OpenSea already called Thenians. This lets you kind of become a shareholder of Thena. So you earn trading fees and you earn royalties from the secondary sales on OpenSea. So it's like a really simple way to kind of earn passive income. You just earn BNB. You stake the NFT and you earn BNB. That's it. So that's kind of the easiest way. And then we have the referral program through which you can earn without investing anything. So you just, I can go deeper into that if you want, but that's also another option.
Yeah, sure, you can, no problem, as we are here to discuss more about your project, so why not?
All right, let me just explain then. So the way the referral program works is you refer a friend, you send you generate a code first, and then you send that referral link to your friend, and your friend then clicks on that link, goes to our site, and generates their own code. That links those two accounts together. And now from there on, any trade that your friend makes on that platform generates you income right away. So a proportion of those fees goes to you. And also in return, your friend generates tickets that can you can win weekly prizes from the lottery that we have. So you can win some extra money by trading on Thena, and you can get some extra money by referring Thena to your friends. And it's all on chain, based on volume generated, and it's powered by one network, and no other platform has something like this. So it's completely unique and kind of cutting edge technology. We're still trying to adjust it, but yeah, it's pretty cool, I would say.
Okay, sir, thank you. So people, you can make money and you can make your passive income through the Thena, because as boss said, like you can stake and you can earn BNB. So it's a very easy procedure. Although you have any kind of confusions, you just want to know more, you can visit their website, and also you can see their white paper. You can ask on their Telegram group. They are always open to answer your questions. No worry, people.
Yeah, and we also have very active Discord server, so you really should join our Discord if you're not there yet. That's the best place to be right now.
Yes. So thank you, sir. So as I saw that you have a native token that is T, can you say more about it and also your tokenomics?
Yeah, sure. Thena's tokenomics are kind of crafted to encourage best behavior from all the participants, so all stakeholders, so that, you know, um, there are three elements. There's the D token, VET, there's the NFT, and all of this, and all of these can kind of come together to support each other. And what that means is, how do I explain? I'm sorry, I mixed up with
No
my
problem.
words.
Take your time.
This is kind
No
of
problem, boss.
complicated stuff. So yeah, by voting, you decide how much emissions each pool receives, and in return, you earn that all of the trading fees. So when a pool generates more volume, you generate more income as a voter, and the pool receives more votes, and it kind of self-optimizes itself to generate as much money as possible. So that's Thena's kind of main feature. It's self-optimizing DEX. And let me explain a little bit about the tokenomics itself. The initial allocation that we started with on January 5th was 50 million tokens. And the way it works is that each week some more tokens are emitted, meaning the total supply increases each week. And at first week, it was 2.6 million tokens that was emitted, and each week that number goes down by 1%. And that means
Hello, sir. Are you there? You are muted by yourself, I think. Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Hello, sir. I can't hear from your side.
oh, sorry. Yeah, my mic was muted. Something happened to my device. I'm sorry.
Okay, sir. No problem.
Where did I leave off? I'm sorry.
Okay, you are talking about your about your tokenomics, and also the token utilities on your ecosystem.
Okay. Yeah. So 50 million. We started with 50 million tokens at the beginning when we launched Thena, and each week a certain amount of tokens are emitted to both the liquidity providers as well as the token lockers. And each week, the amount of tokens that are emitted goes down by 1%, meaning over time you can predict how much the total supply grows. And to give you some prediction, like in 5 years, the total supply is going to be like 300 million tokens or close to that, to give you an idea kind of how it progresses. This is a commonly asked question. That's why I wanted to clarify this. And yeah, that's pretty much in a nutshell how it works. I hope I didn't miss anything because I had some issue with the device.
No problem. So you did very well. So people, as they are the BIP utility token for the protocol, so the emissions currently have, I can say that is two kind of key objectives, like reach and maintain the adequate liquidity to facilitate the optimal trading conditions, and also the token are emitted as farming rewards to incentivize to the deep liquidity. And also I can mention encourage the decentralized governance, that is the token can be used to take part in the governance and also continuous development of the platform. The long-term goal is also achieve the true decentralized. And that's all, I think. And also boss said something, I think that's all about their token. But I can mention if people to know more about, you can see their website there. I think you can get the percentage, like they allocated 4% for their initial liquidity pool, and also 25% goes for their airdrop for the users, and also 25% goes for their ecosystem grant, and 9% for their I think airdrop for the NFT minters, and 18% for the team allocation, and also their airdrop to protocol they allocated 19%. So that's all about their tokenomics.
Yeah, thank you for clarifying. But I really recommend you to go to read, because there's so much information and you cannot kind of get all of it in this AMA.
Yes. Actually, this is not possible to cover up all of these things through this little time, but we are trying to make this the highlight points to this AMA. So, get back to the question, sir. The last question from the introductory part. So, in the crypto market, there is a lot of ups and downs, as we know. So, what is your plan to cope up with this market, and also what is your future plan right now about your project?
Yeah, so of course, the market affects us. Days like these when everything is crashing, it just puts the mood down for a lot of people. However, right now, despite we're already like at the top 2 DEX on BNB Chain, we're still very, very small compared to PancakeSwap, for example. We're like, 7% of their total liquidity. That means we have a lot of growth to be, to kind of grow, to catch up. So even in a bear market, we can still capture like a lot of market share and grow in that way. So we're not really that concerned about like a bear market, because we know that just by gaining market share, we can already, keep growing and just keep fighting until we are number one. But a lot of work to be done, of course. It's not easy, and but we're gonna make it happen for sure, because we are the community-owned DEX on BNB Chain and the liquidity layer, and we have pretty big plans, let's say that, for the future. And thanks to Thena's composable nature, we can like basically constantly keep improving on the tech side. We can implement new features, like anything that you can imagine, we can basically add on to Thena, like a fiat off ramp, fiat on ramp, new types of pools, concentrated liquidity, for example, metastable pools, boosted pools. Like it's just your imagination is the limit really here, and like what we can actually technically achieve with with the workforce that we have, because we're quite a lean team at the moment, but would like to expand in the future, of course. But lots of work to be done and growth to be had, I would say.
Yes, thank you. So people, they're working so hard to make this project successful. And as you know, the market is very bad right now. So every project they have some kind of struggle to make this any kind of product successful, but no worry. And also, before going to the Twitter segment, I can mention that they have their NFT also, that is Thenian NFTs. They have like limited kind of supply. Each one of the brands you success to multiple revenue system, and also exclusive delta nature strategies. And also they have a lot of benefits through these NFTs, like utilize you can share your trading fees from the Thena, and also it can give you access to this private delta neutral strategy, as I said, and also guarantees you a Thena fair launch airdrop. So people, you can buy on their NFTs also. They have been listed on the 3 different marketplace. That is OpenSea. As you know, OpenSea is very much popular for their NFTs. And also that is I can mention Tofu NFT with the good UX, and also NFT Key. So those are the 3 marketplaces they are listed right now.
Yeah, most of the sales happen on OpenSea anyway, so you probably should go there if you're looking to buy one of those Thenians. Also, there's no airdrop, in case anyone is wondering. That already ended, and the rest of the airdrop was burned. What was left, that was like 7 million tokens or so. So that's already over, but I recommend joining anyway, because we have lots of ways to earn kind of through different activities. So join our Discord. That's a good place to start.
Yes, people. So thank you, sir, for describing all the questions from the introductory part. So it's time to take some Twitter question. Are you ready?
Yep, let's go.
Okay, so the first question is like currently many projects are born with many security holes. What technologies does your project have, and also what do you limit risks? If it happens, what will the project do to ensure the safety and also interested the players? I think it's all about your security system. You can answer it.
Yeah,
What is your security
sure.
system?
So, as some of you who are familiar with Solidly know that we took some parts of that Solidly code that has already been actually audited and battle tested for over a year now. Yeah, we took some of those parts that kind of we trusted that were solid. On top of that, we did the preliminary audit before we even launched. There were multiple peer reviews. BNB Chain reviewed the contracts. Then, secondly, I mentioned already actually that part. We rewrote and simplified the complex parts of Solidly that were also, in our opinion, broken. So, for example, the checkpoint system has been removed, and we did our own solution that is much simpler, that increased security by a lot. So, if like protocols that haven't done that, they have issues. We have also been running the bug bounty program now for like 3 months, I think, with a top bounty of $150,000, and nobody has claimed that yet. So we're quite confident. A lot of people have been going through the code through ImmuneFi. That I would recommend that to every project, actually. Then right now we are just about to finish the full platform audit with PeckShield. We're hoping to get the results any day now. We were waiting for them to come this week, but the preliminary report was already completed. So we saw the results, and we're very confident that the platform is secure in that sense. Also, on top of that, we are, of course, using the best security practices in the business. So we have multisig for all the critical functions, and all the signers of the multisig are doxed entities, kind of to either to the public or to the BNB Chain team. So anybody who's signing is kind of a known entity, and if there's any bad faith, kind of, we know who is not acting in good faith. So we have done everything that we kind of can to ensure that nothing bad can happen. And on top of that, the liquidity providers or LPs, we cannot touch those at all. So we have removed kind of any controls over those. So user funds are always as secure as possible, as long as you keep your own seed phrase safe. So never enter it anywhere. That is kind of the best advice I can give. So yeah, that's how we handle security. And of course, that you mentioned inflation in that question. How we tackle inflation is reducing the inflation by 1% every week. So over time, the inflation gets lower and lower and lower until it's almost zero. And by that time, we will kind of be this real yield protocol.
Okay, so people not worry about their security system. They're highly secured, and also they are working daily basis. That is to make more secure on this platform problem. So get back to the next question. What are the key features of your project that set it apart from the other objectives and also other projects? And what is your competitive advantages you have?
Yeah, great question again. There are few factors that makes Thena better than the competition, both for users and the protocols. So let's start with users first. You enjoy near zero slippage, which gives you good price execution when you're swapping any assets to another one, especially with stable pools. So let's say you're swapping, for example, 1,000 USDC to USDT, you could receive like almost an equal amount basically, because the fees are so low. So, and the liquidity is deep, especially for popular assets. Of course, we're still trying to increase that liquidity to get to that like the high point for each asset, but it's a work in progress. But for the most popular ones, we already have like much better price execution than PancakeSwap, for example. So you're actually like saving money by using Thena. And as a liquidity provider, you benefit from the sustainable incentives. Why do I say sustainable? Well, because the system itself is designed to self-optimize itself for fee generation. So the more fees a pool generates, the more votes it receives, and the more emissions it receives. So it kind of works in a very simple way. And we, the voters, of course, decide where the emissions go in a decentralized manner. So that also increases kind of the long-term sustainability of that system. Also, on top of that, because we are like a composable layer, a lot of protocols want to build on top of Thena. So we get like multiple daily requests to either partner up or do something together, like an integration or something cool like the Uniswap, no, not Uniswap, I mean Uniwhale announcement today was cool because we are basically allowing them to have multiple stable coins that users can swap into. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, we are kind of the only open and decentralized liquidity layer on BNB. So there's no competition in a way in that sense because we are the only one. But yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Actually, so I think the Thena has a lot of unique features that is, it makes more attractive than others. People, if you join, then you can feel that is what they are actually and what kind of activities they're doing. So you need to follow, you need to join, and also take part on their project and also be part of them. So I can see the next question is as like it's the same. That is as many as people know, the Thena has a decentralized exchange platform working on the multi-chain. So question is that what makes Thena different, and also how do you deal with the exchange cost across the chain? I think you can make answer on the last part. That is how you do deal with the exchange costs across the chain.
Yeah, I wanted to touch on that. Thena is actually not yet multi-chain. What I can reveal you, though, that we are currently in the early stages of planning for a feature that basically allows users from any chain to interact with Thena. But basically, you like, let's say you're on Arbitrum, you're connected to your Arbitrum wallet, but you want to make a swap on Thena. Wouldn't it be great to be able to do that without actually changing your network? So that's one of the things that we want to bring out in the future, making us like a truly cross-chain. But this is just early alpha. I don't want to say more, but that would be an exciting feature. We are already integrated with some cross-chain DEX aggregators. So the liquidity that we have is already being taken advantage of. That's also great, but we're doing more of those kind of integrations still in the process of doing with different partners. So that's also another thing that we are working on. And yeah, of course there are some costs when you do that cross-chain, but there are a lot of solutions that are coming, and kind of the competition is getting fierce. So more fierce, meaning the cost also goes down for users. So I think it's going to be more and more feasible as we go forward.
Yes, actually, they have a lot of work to do in the future. So I think they can do it, and also they will be the number one project in the crypto. So best wishes, your project from my side, sir. So going back to the next question, as you see, there is the crypto industry is a very fast page industry. So how flexible is your project to change so quickly and also keep pace with the technology trends? What is your long-term vision for the forecasting industry in which your project operates?
Yeah, that's a great question again. I already talked about this a little bit, but we built Thena from the ground up with that in mind. So we are extremely flexible to kind of react to different market conditions or new tech coming out. We can implement that. So because Thena is composable and upgradable in some parts, it allows us to kind of, look what the trend is and find new partners, new cool tech that is coming out, and take advantage of that. And we are currently going to roll out retail-friendly concentrated liquidity in partnership with 2 projects actually, and that's just one example of how Thena is flexible.
Okay, so great to know about that. I think they have a great and experienced team. With that, they can keep up with the changes with the crypto and also in the industry. So don't worry, people. Actually, they need to update it with all information, all kind of changes, and I think they have a lot of plan for the future, as boss said. So no worry, people. So get back to the last question from the Twitter. There is many project looks great only on their white paper and also roadmap, but facing a lot of difficulties when they're trying to implement the project mission and also into the fail. What does your project overcome every obstacle? Or sorry, how does your project overcome every obstacle in its project development?
Yeah, we have also seen this thing happen. Like people, or let's say projects, over promising with grandiose roadmaps about what they're gonna build in like a year or 2 from now, and it never happens. And it's terrible because it just you lose trust in the project. And we don't actually have a roadmap published yet. We're gonna publish one later this month, but the way we work is we try not to overpromise on something that we cannot deliver, because again, you lose trust when you do that. So we are under promising things. The roadmap is not going to have everything that's going to be rolled out over the coming months, because there are going to be a lot of let's say, things that we didn't expect happen, good things. But yeah, it's not out yet. Going to be out later this month. It's going to be conservative, but I think it's going to be pretty exciting regardless. Yeah, the tech space is kind of also advancing at a rapid speed. There's AI that just came out. We would love to find a way to implement that. We don't have concrete plans yet, so it's difficult to kind of give a long-term roadmap when things are moving that fast, but we are kind of agile and staying on the lookout for new things at all times.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Got it. So thank you for answering all the questions very wisely, and also I think people got it. If people you have any kind of question, you can ask through this AMA, and also you can ask later on the Telegram group. But no worry, they will answer it and make research about their project, try to understand what they are making, and also how do you benefit through their project. So, sir, it's time to take some community question. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so the people make requests so that I can choose someone. Lexon, I can see. Hello, Lexon. Hello, Lexon, are you there?
I'm hearing you. Yeah, so I've been following up Tina for quite some time now. So I'm wondering,
Sir, can you hear him?
yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I've been following up Tina Finance for quite some time. I'm
Hello,
wondering,
sir.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so I've been following up Tina for quite some time,
Can you
and
hear Lexon?
yeah,
Yeah.
he can.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
asking his question.
yeah, I've been following up Tina Finance for quite some time. I'm wondering, why did you build on BNB Chain, and do you plan to expand to more networks, more chains?
Yeah. So, like I mentioned, I thank you for your question actually, and thank you for following us for so long. we set out to become the #1 DEX on BNB Chain, and we're not going to expand to any other chain before we do that. And I don't see necessarily moving ever, actually, because BNB Chain is the place to be, and it's going to, in my opinion, become the largest chain by TVL, maybe even. Maybe not going to beat ETH one day, but let's see. Anything can happen. I wouldn't say never, but BNB Chain is the place to be, and we're really inspired by ZZ's vision, and we are kind of building that same vision. We don't see us going anywhere else.
Thanks for your response.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Alexan, for your question. So I'm going to choose the next participant. That is Odin Ato, I think. Hello, Odin Ato, are you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So my question is, what reasons are you currently focused on global expansion? What are the most ambitious of your project? Can you share with any upcoming update and future?
Could you repeat that, please? Sorry, I couldn't hear well.
Okay. What reasons are you currently focused on global expansion? What is the most ambitious of your project? Can you share with any upcoming update and future?
All right. Yeah, thank you for your question. So yeah, we are currently working on a lot of new tech updates. That's going to be super exciting. We're also working on some big partnerships that are going to expand our global presence. We kind of haven't been doing as much marketing as we're going to be doing in the future. So we're actually going to be focusing on multiple regions at the same time. We're going to roll out ambassador program. We're going to have some pretty cool marketing stuff coming up in the future. So we're going to kind of increase our presence, and yeah, people still don't know about Thena, so we have to tell them Thena exists and why it's the best place to trade on BNB, and what are the earning opportunities there, because people are missing out right now.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
Thanks again.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Orion, for your question. So the next one is Dahlia. Hello, Dahlia.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you. Hello, how are you?
Fine. My question, when will your token be listed on exchange, and which exchange do you plan to list on the future?
So that's a good question. So two exchanges, centralized exchanges, actually already listed Thena, but we were not in contact with them. We didn't make any deals with them. They bought the tokens from the market and decided to list us on themselves. So that was quite of a surprise. We are listed on Thena, of course. That's the main place to trade the token. There will be probably some exchange listings in the future, but I'm not allowed to talk about any of them right now. Let's say that. Sorry.
Thank you so much, sir. Hello, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Okay, Martin, you can ask your question.
Yeah, I see that lockers receive weekly rebases. Can you please tell more about this?
Yes, the weekly rebase it actually increases your VEV position. When you claim, it goes straight into your locked position, increasing the amount of it. Where it comes from is the weekly emissions. So each week, an X amount of tokens are sent to both the liquidity providers as well as distributed among those who have locked the tokens. So let's say let's say it's 300,000 tokens, and there are like a million VEV locked. then those 300,000 tokens are distributed among those who are locked. That's maybe a simple explanation. It's just to protect you from the inflation, basically.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello? Yes?
Okay, Rizcon, you can ask your question.
Yes. Okay, ma'am. My question is, do you have any partnership with other project? Or do you planning to partner to make a project stronger? It's my question.
I'm sorry, your audio is so bad I can't hear you, unfortunately.
Rizcon, are you there? Can you please say loudly, I think?
Yes.
Or I need to choose another one.
Yes. My question is, do you have any partners with other project? Or do you planning to partners to make your project stronger? It's
Oh,
my question.
yes. Thank you for your question. We are actually partnered with over 30 projects right now, I think.
Yes.
Yes, so we
Please
have
answer.
some, we have some like a top partners such as Anchor, Frax Finance.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, can hear you.
I
Go
think
on.
he may not hear me, but we have over 30 partners and we have like basically partner requests coming in every single day. So we are partnering up with a lot of projects right now. Thanks for your question.
Okay. Yeah, Rizkan. Thank you for your question right now. So, sir, I think we're enough for now. We need to wrap up the same session. So, before wrapping up, do you want to say something as advice or any kind of, what can I say, any kind of last space to our community?
Yeah, I just wanted to thank you for hosting us, and I just want to invite everybody to join Thena. We are building out of passion, and we want you to be part of building the future of finance. Join our Discord, join our Telegram, go to our website, read our docs, do your own research before you buy anything. You don't have to buy anything to earn on Thena. You can just use the referral program without investing anything. It's a great opportunity for basically everyone who wants to be a part of it. Thank you so much, and have a nice day.
Yes, thank you, sir, for your precious time to the Wise Crypto, and also thank you everyone for having here for a long time. And also, as I said, all the social links, that is Tina's social links, have been put it on our Wise Crypto community. Anyone can take on that people, no worry, and also try to make research and be benefited. So thank you everyone. Thank you, sir.
Thanks again.
Yes, bye bye everyone.
Bye.